One of my most viral videos for OBSCURAE was about empathetic rhythm, this idea that you're a better filmmaker if you have a real sense of how humans interact as an audience with a story and what rhythm you need to keep and how the human brain and empathy works in that rhythm. And the viral video happened because I was saying women have a better handle on that empathetic rhythm than men. Why? Because within society generally, women are socialized to be very, very acutely aware of the feelings of others. And that acute awareness can really help in the edit bay with who someone is identifying with in any given scene, why, what reactions would people want to see. Now, am I the best at this as an editor? I don't know. I'm 50-50. I'm not too bad. I think sometimes when I'm really on it, and sometimes I'm not. But I've also come to the conclusion that I really hate editing. So that might partially be because I feel that my best asset is a very live production of empathetic rhythm, which is on set and in person, through theatre, through the positioning of humans within a space and the capturing of that on camera. I'm less so good at going into the edit bay and exercising that empathetic rhythm over a longer period of time with fewer people involved. Although I've been known to edit something pretty well anyway. But I bring this up to say that oftentimes people do not realize the effect editing can have on how empathetically you feel towards any given character in a scene. And editing generally, across all mediums, is essentially another form of writing and can drastically change how people perceive characters within a story. We were just talking about reality TV. Same thing there. Editing can drastically change how you feel about any given character, depending on whose reaction we care about the most, what reaction that is, how we frame that reaction, and how we frame the reaction to the reaction, right? Everything within media is influenced by how we present information. And editing is the presentation of the information we got on camera, which means that editing is also inherently political. But to the point of thought summer, editing itself is a medium, an artistic medium within itself. Now, I'm not bioessentialist about this point. I think empathetic rhythm is something that is learned. I don't think it is something inherent to women. I think it's something that comes with socialization, and boys can be socialized to have empathy. I know it's tough to believe in these times, but they can be. And insofar as they do, they become amazing editors. And certainly everybody in between and above and outside of those binaries also have that ability. If they so choose to engage their empathetic skill, which I do believe is a skill that you must hone, that you must practice, if they choose so, they then have the fantastic opportunity to craft almost completely from scratch again who we care about in any given scene. So as you're going through the world watching media, I would highly suggest you have a think about stepping back and watching an edit from the perspective of an editor. Or maybe even, put a different way, figure out who you are rooting for in any given story and work out why the film wants you to feel that way and how the editor has made you feel that way. Now, if you've gone to film school, you've probably already had this conversation or thought, maybe you've even written an essay about it. But I'd love for you to take it one step further and think about how this is used politically to change who you empathize with in any given story and why it would be so beneficial. And to take it even one step further than that, try to find a less obvious version of this. It's easy to look at military propaganda from the United States or, military propaganda from any given nation and go, oh, you see, they're making the good guys look good by doing X and they're making the bad guys look bad by doing Y. Find a film that you don't think is political. Watch it. Whose side are you on? Why would that be politically relevant? And if it's politically relevant in a way that aligns with your values, ask yourself, what was done to make that so persuasive? It can't have just been the fact that you agree with the politics. There has to have been something extra. Because you can watch a bad movie that agrees with you and go, well, I wasn't quite convinced. It's happened to me a bunch of times. But can you watch a movie that you like and you like the politics of and work out how they got you to agree with them?